So I wanted to record a new gameplay video of my Demolition Man because, after a long time I really set it up. I moved a couple of years ago, and this is one of the first times that I'm playing the Demolition Man again. So I wasn't really happy with the original gameplay footage that I uploaded because, first of all, it was split into two parts. Then it wasn't really the right perspective, and I also didn't really manage to collect the final thing to make the final shot. So just as I was recording the gameplay footage, all of a sudden the elevator right here at the cryo claw started malfunctioning. It would go up, but then it would slow down, and you could really hear that it was struggling. So it would go up and then it would slow down, and eventually it got stuck, and then there was an error message. So I managed to fix it right now, just to show you how it works. So as you can tell, it works fine right now because I fixed it. And in this video I want to show you how to fix it. And by the way, it's really nice to see on the camera the light coming from that light sensor right here, because this thing detects when the elevator is in the upper position. There is also another light switch, or how do you say it, opto switch at the bottom. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to take this thing out and how to take it apart and how to fix it. I mean, the thing is, when I do those videos how to fix your pinball machine, there is always the possibility that maybe you also have problems with the thing that I have, like in this case the elevator, but that the source of the problem is a completely different one. So but I want to show you how I fixed this elevator and how to take it out, and yeah, let's get to it. So here we are underneath the play field, as you can see, and this is basically the thing that we have to take out, because here there is the motor and everything. So in order to take this out, it's screwed to the back of the play field, but before we can take it out, you have to, well, you don't have to unplug this one. I just unplugged it kind of by accident, but you don't really have to do that. You have to unplug this one right here from this little circuit board. This is plugged right here. And then there is also another cable, this one right here, which is connected right there. So you have to unplug this one and unplug that one, and then you just turn the play field over and you unscrew this one. So this thing is screwed to the back of the play field. You can see it right here. There are usually 4 screws, but on my pinball machine there are only 3. But yeah, it is screwed right here on the back of the play field. So you only have to unscrew this and hold it. And you have to be a little bit careful when you are taking it out, because there are also optical sensors that are screwed to the inside of the thing. And yeah, you only have to unscrew those optical sensors, and then you can just take it out. So after you've taken it apart, you can see the optical sensors right here. So this is an optical sensor right here, and on the other side there is also another one. But yeah, you only have to unscrew those two optical sensors. So I managed to take the elevator assembly out, and as you can tell, if you are looking at it like this, you can see that it is a little bit bent, but you know, that's apparently the way it is, because you know, it's mounted to the pinball machine like that, so how should it bend just from using? That doesn't really make sense, because the ball comes in here, hits that, and it lands right here, and then it's being elevated. So yeah, that's not really the problem. So the thing is, I had to figure out now what exactly was causing the problem. And I mean, there were various different things. I was afraid that it might have been the motor, but as it turns out, this motor seems to be fine. Also, the gears right here, they look fine. So the good thing is it's not the motor. I think that motor would have been probably a little bit easier to replace. I don't know how hard it is to find those kind of motors. The other thing that I was really afraid of were the gears inside here. I don't know if you can see it. If I grab a light, you can see there are a lot of gears inside here. And I mean, you can take this thing off just like that. I mean, it's just mounted right here with some screws that you can reach through those holes. But if something inside this would have been broken, I think that would have been really bad, because I don't think that somebody would sell something like this. But yeah, so I had to figure out what else would cause the problem, if it had something to do with those rods right here, or with this whole mechanism, or if it really has something to do with inside here. So the thing that I did right now was I took the screw out, so I unscrewed this one from this part right here, and now I can try to move it, and as you can tell, it is moving pretty easily, pretty fine. So the problem, get you a closer look right here, the problem lies exactly right here in this connection, because moving this part from this part, that requires some force. So that's the problem. I don't know if there is too much friction in here, if there is a lot of dirt inside here. I don't really know what the problem is. The problem is I need to loosen this screw right here probably, but I don't know how to reach it. I really don't know how to reach this screw right here, because I mean, there is this thing, and I would have to open up this little screw right here in order to take this part out, so that I only have this part left. But this thing is really stuck. It is stuck. So I don't know if I find a different way to fix that, but yeah, that's the problem. It's this connection between those two parts. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, so I managed to take the part out. So now I'm going to take this thing off and unscrew that, and then we will see. But yeah, there is really a lot of friction going on right here. Probably just some dirt So after cleaning this, it should work again. But yeah, that's causing the problem. And that's a good thing. I mean, yeah, it is kind of annoying, but it would be a lot worse if one of the gears would have broken or anything like this. So if it's something that you can fix by just cleaning it, well, then you are definitely lucky. But yeah, that's the source of the problem. So let's try to clean it and see if the problem still remains. So now I've taken it apart, and if the camera would be nice enough to focus, yeah, you can see, yeah, there you go, that's nice. So all this black stuff that you see, that's all dirt, and that's causing the extreme amount of friction and all the problems. So let's just clean it up. So while we got everything taken apart, it's also a good idea to clean those optic sensors right here, because as you can tell, there is also a lot of dirt inside here. I mean, just look at that. So it's a good idea to clean everything before putting it back together, so that you don't have any problems in the next couple of years.